last time, there was a mixed bag of events that happened last time. So you were at the burgomaster's house, or the baron's place, and decided to go with, you all went out. You went past, the maid, the gardens, you left, and kind of decided where you wanted to go. You split after seeing some young children who were the unfortunates, the soulless. There was a teenage boy and another little one, and he had asked you to join him and said he needed you to follow him and go with him. And I think it was Cyrus. I think you rolled a natural 20.
Nope, that was me.
You, Jenica, rolled a natural 20 to see if he was telling the truth or not. And he
was holding something back.
He was holding something back, but he was intent and true in saying that you needed to come with him.
And then, Susan, didn't you do a zone of truth? And that was still true.
Mm-hmm. He passed, or he saved.
Oh, he saved. I'm sorry.
That's what it was.
That's why I'm not being recapped.
Anyway, Cyrus, Susan, and Saphira decided to go with the teenage boy because he said his sister was sick and needed a healer and needed help. They thought she might have eaten something that wasn't good. So you guys took off, and Jenica and Drea decided to go with the dressmaker, who said there was a shop, her shop was nearby, she just needed to take some measurements, yada yada. You guys went to her shop as she took you to like a fitting room where she took measurements of Jenica, asked kind of what you wanted, the beading, the layout, the train, all the specifics, and you guys had fun waving fabric around, and like
I'm sure that's exactly what they were doing.
Artistic with her drawings, and it's going to be a beautiful dress. In the meantime, Cyrus and Saphira and Susan had come to this rundown warehouse-looking thing in a more seedy part of town. And the wood that made the house, or that was the makeup of the house, was kind of rotting and falling away. So as you went in and saw hooks from the ceiling and, dirt and dust on the floor, Susan decided, you guys didn't really want to be locked in to this place, so why not just borrow the door for a second? So there goes the door, hinges literally off, and Susan decided to take the door with him. So there were a couple other, young kids inside, kind of watching you guys warily as you went upstairs into another room where there was a girl on a bed, holding her stomach as if she was in pain, and the teenager asked for your help. And Cyrus, you went over to kind of like inspect what was going on, if she had taken something, and it did look like she had ingested something that was either poisonous or really harmful. So she was not sick, whatever. She was in trouble. Poison. Yeah. And while Cyrus was doing that, Susan decided to sit and make some music with the door. As a girl walked up to Saphira and asked if she had ever lost anyone she loved. And Saphira, a little confused. Wait, I forgot your response. Yes? No? You don't remember?
I think you said...
I think I said that I had to leave people behind.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yes. And then she asked you, well, how far would you go to get them back? And then as she said this, you noticed a glint.
Sneaky.
A glint of something shiny coming your way, and you were able to stop it and realize that it was a bit of a needle that was coming. She was going to try and strike you with it. Anyway, and so Susan, being the kind individual he is, decided to put the door in between you and this girl as she got upset and decided to take out daggers and start going up the door. And as Cyrus decided, well, this injured girl is great for a hostage, and I think you picked her up, held a knife to her throat, and I don't remember what you said. Did you say like?
She attacked us, she dies.
Oh yeah, that's
something
right.
like that.
And the teenager looked at you, stone cold in the face, and said, "She's one of many."
Well,
And then, sorry, had to backtrack. Drop her. And then you started making your way towards the window. But as you did, you felt this intense desire to bite one of these, the teenage boy that you're passing, and you decided you would let that happen. And then Susan, in order to get the girl off, maybe decided to yeet the door onto the girl, and then not just that, but his almost 300-pound self sit on the door. And yes, very unfortunate for her. Afterward, you
The unfortunate was unfortunate.
You,
Good on DM.
yes, I planned it. Anyway, so yes, in moving the door off of the girl, she had been pretty much impaled by her own daggers, the hilts of her own daggers, and was sadly dead. Anyway,
Well,
but
sadly for
Cyrus, you do have this intense desire to. How do you describe it? To
Eat people?
yes, to eat, but not to eat, but to
Proselyte?
stretch your abilities, to test yourself, to
Okay.
anyway. But we're gonna put a pause on that. So over at the dress shop, is there anything
Fabric
else
is
you guys
flying.
want to know?
Did you guys draw it? You were gonna draw it.
Roll for initiative.
is there anything else you possibly want to do with this dress?
I think we were discussing.
This is what we were kind of discussing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just I just did a really I was like Madeline. Is
So
this what
my
you're
plan
thinking?
actually is
Like-
I'm going to do AI art,
Um,
which because I know, and I'm gonna admit it is AI art because I don't. Yeah, and it won't be to sell. It's just because I know I could type it in easier and try and manipulate it that way since I can't draw very well. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So
You're gonna do it using what?
AI art,
Oh, AI art.
which people should not. I don't think they should
I think
get
it
profit
has
from it,
uses.
but
Yeah.
people.
Do I
You
need to
guys
be
have like
artist?
5 minutes. What do you want to do?
Okay,
Understandable concerns.
I think we were discussing.
We're done with the dressmaker.
Yeah, we were paying for it, I believe.
I think if you're open with it.
I think we were trying to do, was it 50-50?
But
Yeah.
like,
And you don't try to sell
I'm
it.
just gonna put a $500.
But-
$500 gold piece
artist
deposit on
permission,
it.
Yeah,
or have
yeah.
a team of
Yeah.
artists that make stuff just so
And
you can
so
pull
she,
from their source material.
She turns to
create
say, "Oh well,
AI art.
thank
Yeah.
you.
I promise they're
This
like
will be
pulling from images
very
all over
helpful
the
in
internet
getting all
for
the
other
supplies we
artists
need
and
and
asking
everything
permission.
ready.
So
So
using it to create
That's awesome.
plagiarism, right?
and yes,
Yeah.
like
Thank
I,
you.
actually,
like I said, it'll be done in about 2 weeks.
And then selling it.
So come back 2
or
weeks
people
from
be like,
today.
I made this.
And
You
if we
did
need to
it.
make any
You
alterations,
made that.
yeah.
Did you happen to recognize
Real artists take years
those
to do that sort of
kids
stuff.
that
That drives me
companions went
My
with?
thing
Oh, that's a good
is-
question.
Oh,
We'd like to catch up with them.
If you
oh,
took bits
yes.
of
There is a troop
art,
of unfortunates
cut
that
parts out,
run around
and glue them
town
together to make like a
that
reference
we
for yourself.
think maybe have
don't think
made a
anybody
home out of
scoff
an old
at
warehouse, an old
But
bean
if you're
shop.
like,
Could,
I don't know.
could you point us in that
It's just
direction?
edgy, you know. It's like it's a new
yes,
territory.
nobody
We're
really
just gonna
goes
need to have
there
better
since unfortunates are
definitions.
a little
I think.
bit
Yeah.
unpredictable.
Very true.
But yes, if you go out this way and head north, just 10 minutes
Probably
or
should go
so,
check on 'em.
you'll probably see them. It's a red brick or red wooden building.
Okay.
All right.
You can't really miss it. So
Guess that's what we'll do. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
okay, wonderful. It was wonderful doing business with you.
Yes, thank you.
So,
And Janica has just put on her noble, like her old persona, and is trying to be very gracious and yeah,
Same with Brad.
acting like a yeah.
should take like both her hands.
Yeah, and just
You just killed a child.
deep bows and many thank yous and compliments to her and her business
Should I
and
kill this child?
telling her I'll send people her way who need work. Anyway, that whole
Okay. Awesome. So you guys hurriedly okay, we're gonna make our way out of here.
We have to go.
And
time to
take off. Okay. But across town.
These?
Yes.
Not wasabi for sure.
We went through.
Does anyone else want these before I start helping?
We were at the top of the round.
Eat some wasabi.
Yeah, because I was at the very
Oh,
bottom of the round.
Yeah. That's okay.
But I've never tried one.
That is true. Okay.
They have a kick. It goes like quickly. It is a strong kick.
Spicy turkey.
Vera, you are up first.
Oh.
Actually. So you're up first, Vera. But yes. Susan, whoop, and blood maybe is starting to ooze from under the door. That is now lifted up, and you can see the girl. And then Cyrus was going for the window, and then
to follow him.
and then turned around and is now looking at this teenage boy. And there's 2 kids that have just come up the stairs behind you guys, and there's a lot of children around. And the sick girl is still in the bed. The window, if you remember, was barred, but there is a window over in this far corner.
Yep. I was gonna try and take my mace to it.
Yep. Sorry. Wait, I put the. Oh yeah. The trap door is the window.
Yep.
Yep. Are they good?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try some.
I'm gonna take a few.
Some people like wasabi beans. Some people don't.
I love them. Woo! It dies fast. It kicks and then it goes away.
If you prefer pain and gross flavor to
Yeah.
other things.
pain makes the flavor better.
A little bit of
Okay,
pain
Valda.
Oh.
helps the medicine come out.
Sorry, that was a little harsh. I'm sorry. That was a little far.
I'm going to
the first
holler
reference
to
that popped in my
my
head.
comrades and just say, let's get to the window. And then I'm going to cast
To the wall.
Warding Wind.
Okay.
See if I can push some of these kills back.
I'm not much of a wasabi fan myself either.
Oh, that's totally fine. These are intense. But it dies quick though. Like wasabi
My
does.
friends love it though.
It's different than Mexican spice because that lingers and hurts for a long time. This like kicks you real hard.
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
I'll just cast Warding Wind.
Warding wind. Okay.
After I yell at them, let's go to the window.
Out of the window.
And then I'm gonna see. I'm here.
Okay. So 10-foot radius, and then I believe we have to make some saving throws.
I don't, it just says, I don't see a saving or anything. It just says it has the following effects. Deafens you and other creatures.
Oh, it's difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain, hages out, vapor, gas, fog.
Disadvantage for range.
Disadvantage for ranged attacks.
Isn't that what we used to put on fire?
Yep. Okay, so it doesn't shove or anything. Okay,
The
so
moving it will make it harder for them to get to us, and I'll just move slowly to keep them away.
okay, awesome.
Does the
So
wind follow her?
yes, so it goes. Woof, the wind starts to, like pick up in the room and and start going like 20 miles an hour. You know,
So she's
around.
kind of in the center.
Do you have the? I think this thingy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yay! Look what Aaron got. He got some gems.
Yeah, oh, I think it might be upside down. There we go.
So then out from you. Oh my gosh, that's massive. It's a 10-foot radius. That's the whole room.
This is 10 foot.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Well, that's the whole thing is 20-foot radius.
So this.
This is 10 foot.
Oh.
So half of it would be.
This one right here. This.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, then it's most of the room then. It's okay. You don't have to put it underneath.
If you want to do it above, that might be a little bit.
Yeah.
We get the idea though.
Yeah.
Talking, everyone
Yeah.
can see.
So, yes, Zephyra says, to the window! And then, boom! It's like a tornado.
Might have moved you a little bit.
Someone might have heard of that. And all the kids around you kind of like start to cower and like crouch down as the wind like whips their hair and their raggedy clothes and whatnot.
I think I made it here.
And it's hard to stand. Like you're almost like pushing them away.
Okay.
So yeah, it's almost
Yep.
everybody.
Yeah,
Okay. So, yes, difficult trait for
I'll just leave that right there.
everybody else. Okay. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Oh, come on.
You're like, wait, I have a bonus action.
Rachel, I'll do 2 if you do 2.
2 at a time? Okay, I'll do 2 at a time.
Do 3.
Okay.
What the?
Do 4.
No, 3 max.
Whole handful.
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you already have yours.
I don't think it's had enough wasabi on them. Let's do it again.
Okay, yeah, I'll do my bonus action, and I will give inspiration to you. Do you still have inspiration?
I do still.
Ooh,
I have
okay.
more.
So never mind.
You could give it to Susan, I guess. Or to yourself.
Susan still has sanctuary.
Yes.
right.
Yes, that's right. I'm alive.
Where's
the DC 50?
I don't think I can give it to myself. It has to be a creature other than yourself.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot. I feel bad for anyone that I breathe on.
Yeah, that's fine. Nope.
No, I'm kidding.
That's all I will do.
Okay, awesome.
You can give it to me.
So, Susan.
I guess I could. I'll give it to you then.
You what?
Take it. Do something good with it.
My turn?
Like, don't be
Yep.
more children.
Yeah, Susan's turn.
Don't be a child.
I
Not
don't
take
remember
it.
that.
Susan,
Oh, sorry, I'm
you
hungry.
cast
No, you're fine.
calm emotions.
Reaching.
Oh, okay.
That's a good idea.
Oh, how long?
It's a 20-foot radius,
So
so
fills the room. pretty
it'll
much.
be all of us.
Yeah, all of us.
It's a charisma save, 14 DC.
Do they have emotions though?
I don't know, but it suppresses
We're
charmed.
about to fight.
So if they happen to be charmed by
Oh.
this bucket,
Oh, yeah. Their father.
You said 14?
Wow, that's amazing. What the heck? Can't tell them they're all rolling high or low.
amazing, good.
So, yeah. So as everyone is like ready to rock and rumble, you cast calm emotions. You see the spell, or you feel the spell leave from you and dissipate into the room. And you can't really tell. There's not like a ton of emotion on their face, but they kind of put their guard down, look at you, and the teenager again has this little bit of a like this confused look.
A furrow.
Yeah, the start of a furrow. Not a full furrow, the start of a furrow. And they kind of like stand up straighter and don't look like they'll jump at you right away.
Oh!
Woohoo!
Maybe still
So-
get next to the window though.
You want anything else on your turn?
Still get out of here.
I can apparently healing word as a bonus action. I didn't know that. It probably won't do anything, but he's gonna attempt to healing word the dead girl. See if that's gonna take.
Okay, you can definitely try. Okay, so you healing word is touch, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Or is it okay?
Healing word is 60 feet.
Oh, it's
Oh, okay.
60 feet. Yep.
It's
Cure
wounds
wounds
is touch, okay. So you wait, that's your bonus action. Oh yeah, okay. So you cast and then you look down, still holding the door, and send healing word her way, and like her hair ruffles.
I think it was to the sick girl, not the dead
Nope,
girl.
nope, it was
No,
the dead
it's
one.
fine.
Dead girl.
Oh, the dead one.
I
Yep,
feel
He
guilty
was
about
trying to
killing her,
revive the
so-
dead one.
Fair enough.
the
Okay.
dead one.
And
That's all that matters.
Sick girl.
It's a little black soon.
okay,
He'll use his movement to get to the door. Or the window. To the window!
I thought it was over here. No, this is it.
yeah, the
Absolutely.
trap door is the window.
Okay.
Okay,
15, 20, 25.
so as you move, so the wall behind the girl on the bed. Oh, you guys are all facing. Except for Cyrus. Okay. So as you two are making your way to the window, Cyrus, as you're facing this teenage boy, you look at there. You notice the wall over here, where the girl's laying. It's almost like a dark spot starts to from the wall, and then starts to become like organic and it's dark, it's black. And then a figure starts to pull out of the wall. And it's like shadows. It's not like liquid, it's like shadows that have coalesced and seeping through the wall. And then coalesce into a figure of a man standing in front of you with red eyes and not doing anything right now, except for he takes his pointer finger and points in your guys' direction. And when he does this, you feel a pulse out from him. And the, what is this? Where's my battle music?
I thought the battle was over.
No!
Sad music.
There we go.
I took care
Anyway.
of that.
And the teenager in front of you turns with his scimitar and strikes.
Well, that was.
What's your AC?
18. Because I have my shield out. I am prepared to fight.
Okay, alrighty. Well, so he whoosh, but you hold up your shield and block the attack.
Do I know what spell that was? The guy did this.
On your turn, you can.
Will you make that motion again?
No.
Okay, I was.
At the same time, okay. So then I forget if they're boys or girls. The kid next to him.
The kids.
Okay,
The kids.
come on. The kids.
There are a lot of
Kids
them.
next to him. Oh. Now, you already took poison damage. Cool. Well, you're gonna take more. So, this one comes with a dagger, and you take.
What they roll to hit?
Oh!
So I'm like, I think that hits.
Yeah, it does hit.
So you take 2 points of poison damage.
Cool.
So she like raked you along your collarbone, and like where your armor doesn't quite touch.
Okay.
And you take poison damage.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Oh wait. Hold on. Let me game mechanics. Oh yeah, never mind, that works. Okay.
What?
Okay, sweet. Never mind. Everything's the same. I have to roll disadvantage because the wind.
Oh!
Yeah, there's a heavy wind and it's hard, difficult terrain. Okay. Oh no. Okay. What are your guys' AC?
13.
Okay. So this child runs up to you, Saphira, and tries to go at you with a dagger, and just misses under your arm. Let's
Mine's
see.
also 13.
Ah, great. Okay. Where are you? Oh, you're over there.
Those conditions we have. Is one of them dead?
Maybe. I don't know. Rachel has them.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Squished.
these. Wow, there's so many people in this room right now. So this one.
That's interesting. Wasabi 10.
You know what? They actually can't really get to you because it is difficult trying to go halfway. Okay. Anyway, so they are again moving in as if they've been called to action one more time. And someone is determined to harm them. So, Cyrus, it is your turn. Oh, let me just.
Is the shadow still there?
Yep.
Okay. Do I know what spell he casts?
I mean, you can try and guess.
Okay. I'll try and guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, roll Arcana check.
Arcana?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're trying to
no.
determine magic.
Oh, 15.
15. Okay. So, this maybe isn't necessarily a spell, but more an ability that this shadow has.
Cool.
Or it could be like a mental, like not necessarily a spell.
Okay.
Ability. So
Okay, cool. Well, so the guy in front of me,
oh yeah, he's facing you.
yeah. I felt the need to bite him.
Yep.
And I did.
On your turn, we'll say that's happening now.
It is my turn.
So you bite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was waiting for your turn. So, he's in front of you, his scimitar, and you are able to make just make an attack roll to see if you can get past his AC.
Would I be adding strength, dexterity?
Or does the
It's kind of like a ooh.
or does the werewolf have a stat for that for bite attack?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you mind if I just look up the werewolf stats?
No, I'll look it up.
That way, if she needs to fudge the answers.
You have no idea.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Roll and then just add +4.
+4, so 14.
Cool. Okay. So you in his raggedy clothes, he doesn't have much coverage. Anyway, so you so he almost like tries to swipe at you as you come closer to him, and you move his head out of the way and you chomp down on his neck, kind of like on his shoulder, as he kind of cries out, ah! Still not really any emotion, like, ah! Not really any emotion on his face, but it seemed to be painful. Yes, and you taste warm iron blood, which
you bit hard.
weirdly gives you a rush.
Okay.
Is it weird?
Anyway, and you feel fulfilled.
Okay.
Same weird. I'm like, oh, disease.
Okay. Well,
Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? I'll take. That's technically your action.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
take.
I'm just gonna move. Turn and run.
Are you dragging him with you?
No, I'm gonna let go. Let go, and then I'm gonna go to the window. I can't use my action because I used it. How strong are the bars? Can I tell?
Now you already did a check, so I'd say that's probably a little bit much on this one turn.
Okay.
So
Cool.
you can
Well, then
take
I'll just
next.
walk over to the window, and that'll be it.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. Saphira, it's your turn. I do have this wind still.
Okay.
I was just saying, your hair is. Oh, wait, you don't have hair anymore.
Everyone's
Or
like
it's, like,
clothes and
really
hair are
short.
kind of like whipping, and it's kind of hard to see. So you're like, are the bars good? Like, Anyway, there's lots of people in this room.
Yeah.
I'm correct that you can only do one concentration spell at a time, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna do. Come here.
They might have that opportunity attack.
But with melee, it was a disadvantage.
And I will see how secure the bars are with the wood rotting.
Okay.
And if they're not that good, then I'm gonna see if I can like pry them off with my long sword or something.
Yeah.
Wedged in there.
Well, I mean, you do remember the door situation. And it's the same wood, and it's still like a bit decrepit. Like as you walked upstairs, you're like, "How is this floor like holding us?" With pockets in places, and like the wood just like
There's a lot of people up here.
starting to rot away. So you get a sense that it probably wouldn't be too difficult to take.
Our floors are
Okay.
running away.
I will try.
Okay. Are you hands? Are you trying to use a tool?
I'm gonna use my sword as like a lever. Just
Okay.
put it in there and pry it.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me. Pry them off.
No, yes.
It's a very concert. Excuse me. Pardon me.
11.
11. Okay. There's a few bars. Can I have you roll 2 more times?
2. That's
Okay.
4.
Okay. So with your rolls, with the average of your rolls. You take your sword and whatnot, like, chink, chink, chink. Bonus action.
My bonus action is just bardic inspiration.
Okay. So with wiggling and like chink, 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 you are able to push the bars out of their sockets on the bottom and outward towards the street. So they're still connected on the top, but you've been able to push them out. And so you could slip through if you wanted.
Perfect.
You just push them as you slip through. So technically it is open to the floor or the street.
Well, then
Oh, wait. Before I move it.
Are they on the second story?
how
Yep.
high up is it?
20 feet.
Are there any bushes?
There's a cobblestone street. There's some like on the farther side of the street. There's like some boxes and whatnot. Probably like 15, 20 feet over that way. So, but it's just a dirty cobblestone street below you.
20 feet's kind of high.
Yeah.
To jump from.
How many hit points do you have?
I mean,
22.
you guys didn't get any of the fly or levitate stuff.
Dread did, I think.
Not at level 3.
I've got my way
Level
more.
Level 4.
Yeah.
But I don't want to metagame.
Well, then we're not doing much better than we were just 2 seconds ago.
I can hear you if we fall.
Maybe if I like slide out and hold on to the edge of it and then try to like drop down and roll. Less damage.
Yeah. With your athletics,
I'll take care of
you can make an athletics check
My athletics are not
Yep.
very good.
and see how well. See if it reduces your damage any.
that. Just wait.
Just wait. I'll
So
I'll
check
get
it.
ready. Like maybe. Well, that was my action. So I'll just be ready to jump out when I can.
So you guys see Sophia like whittle away at the bars and then push them out. So you know that they're either gonna come off like really easily or you can slip by them. Okay. Let's see. It is Susan. It is your turn.
What do you got?
Susan is going to huddle everybody together and jump out the window.
What?
And he's going to cast Featherfall.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Choose up to 5 falling creatures within range. Falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no fall damage and can land on its feet. And the spell ends for that creature.
Okay. Awesome.
And that's a reaction.
Oh, sweet. So you see the reaction. So you grab them. Whoa, and
out the
you
window.
guys have this moment of weightlessness. Woo! As your large body shoves into the remainder of the bars and they go whoop, whoop, whoop. And maybe like move the frame of the window a little bit. And you guys tumble out this window towards the ground. Maybe someone on the way down.
The cat.
Yes, and really quickly. Yes, you slow, and you're able to roll out of it, and you all take no damage.
Nice.
And then Susan's going to look up through the window, pick a point that he can see on the ceiling. Or
Yeah, like
Anyway.
up, like here where you can see.
yeah.
Yep.
And he's going to cast Sleep at 2nd level,
Oh, okay.
which should get everybody, I think.
Yeah, because it's what 120 is.
It's
Like
90 feet range and then 20 feet radius.
Oh,
Area
okay.
effect.
Okay, and what?
And so that's going to be
I don't think there is a wisdom thing. Hold on, let's see.
so it's based on hit points.
Oh, that's right.
So I
Oh.
roll, in this case, since I upcast it, it's going to be 7d8, and then starting from the weakest.
7d8. I heard.
7d8.
I heard 78. I was like,
I know. I was like, 78 hit points?
Woo!
78 hit points.
Woo!
Wow.
I don't even
That's
have that.
powerful.
Okay.
And I think I rolled them.
Ah, good.
And then
Let me know what they are. It's like, I'm like, nah.
and then you start at the weakest, and if you basically spend those on the hit points, if you reach the total remaining hit points for that character, they fall asleep, and then the remainder goes to the next until you don't have enough points to
Go anymore. Okay.
all of the d8s that I have, like, oh, that's a max 8.
Oh, me and Madeline both have extra if you need.
Oh, yeah, actually.
So that's
Oh yeah, I have another.
12, 17, another 8. 17, 25, 36, and then one more. Nice.
Nice!
44.
Okay. Awesome. So, as you cast this, okay, and you let the spell go, and as you sense it leave, you wait for a second. Where is everybody? And then you see 3 of the young ones stick their faces out and look at you. But they don't seem to be coming your way. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope.
Let me choose this music. Okay. So, technically, we're out of combat.
We should go.
They're
We
not
should run.
the window. So yeah, they watch you with their like unmoving eyes. Like the was it 2 girls and a boy or 2 boys and a girl? I can't remember the little ones. As they peek out.
The 5-year-olds
the
have hit
window.
points left.
This like the window was big enough, yes, but you kind of had to shove your way a little bit, so it's like the wood is even more like broken on the edges of this window. But yeah, you guys are in the street. There were like a couple people down the way that are pretending to not see what happened and are continuing to go about their business. Some people with soot and whatever on them.
I'll come back and fix your door when you guys aren't crazy.
My guess is that will be never. Okay, where did Jenica and Drea go?
We're looking for you guys.
We're walking.
Like
We're walking.
Cyrus doesn't know that. He thinks you're still doing the thing with the
I'm sorry
dress.
for killing one
There's
of
a
you.
kid that we accidentally killed in there.
We should go. Let's head off and try and find him.
How do you find the police? I don't know. Like, we need to tell someone? What just happened?
Kind of like when you hit a car and nobody's around, you have to like leave a note.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I killed somebody. Here's my insurance.
Adventurers have accidental death
Because they finished them
insurance.
off. I'm like,
Oh my god.
cool.
That would be very funny.
Should we start going back the way we came? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's just go back the way we came.
So you're like, let's go down. Okay, no
Oh, I'm
worries.
definitely walking past.
Oh yeah, and you dropped the door, I'm assuming.
Oh, it dropped up there.
Yeah. So that's long gone. Okay, good. Anyway, I was just imagining you with the door, like, walking
That would have
down
been
the
cool to like bust out of the window and surf on it.
True.
But
To be
yeah.
100% honest, it probably would have shattered on impact. Under 20 feet, so.
And there
yeah.
was still like girl juice on it.
Yeah, the dagger's still.
Juice.
So yeah, that would have been very unfortunate. Anyway, so you guys like start making your way through the town, and you don't quite know where they are, but there is, as you like walk out of the seedy part of town, there's kind of like this river of people that seem to be going towards like the central area of town. You should kind of like follow along with the crowd. And there's hustle and bustle, and people are kind of like whispering to each other. And some people have little like flyers you're noticing that more than one person has them. And it's got a sun on it. And it's like a welcome, like you're invited kind of poster to an event of some sort. Anyway, and so they're kind of walking briskly in this direction, and you follow them. And so you guys, at the same time, as you're like, cool, we're gonna go north. You guys are going south. You guys are going north. Anyway,
watch me miss each other.
also run into more
They
people.
find
You
a
know.
house full of weird kids and decide to go in.
No.
Someone
So.
attacked us.
You guys come from the south and you guys come from the north, but about the same time, you guys come to like the town square, where it's this big open area where you see that people are starting to gather. This is where I need a book. There is a fountain in the center with a statue on top. Let's see
how fast it takes us to break this.
Here, I'll read the description of just what
Boy,
it
you are
says.
not
Things
cynical
look
at all
like.
about our,
So
our
it's-
progress.
Yeah, it's all like cobblestone streets, you know, there's shops and like windows and stuff all around. It's kind of this circular like octagon pattern with the streets kind of like, you know, going out from it.
Like the Champs-Élysées.
Yeah. Where it says, let's see, the shops and homes that enclose the town
Paris.
square are
Paris, oh, okay.
decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks. Like, you know, you put your head-
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
I'm seeing people like, wrong stocks.
Sell. Yeah, stocks, in which there are a few men, women, and children wearing crude clothing and also crude plastered donkey heads. So like somebody had like made a
Paper mache almost?
like a sack, like a bag, like a bag that they had like painted and just like poof. Anyway, in the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as you like kind of, they're like, who are you? Let's see, as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square are posted proclamations and whatnot. There's some that have been plastered over another. Like there's like banners, and on boxes there's like posters. You know, there's wagons with like, you know, people have stuck posters on top of other posters. The one you see that was underneath something that had happened previous, it said, come one, come all to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree, attendance and children required, pikes will be provided, all will be well, the Baron. But the one that's been plastered over that, and that was dated like, well, you guys probably don't know the date, never mind, doesn't matter.
Nope.
But the one plastered over that, that's new and like not, you know, fading away and dirty. It says, come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun, attendance and children required, rain or shine, all will be well, the Baron. And there are people going around in more like regal attire, and they are plastering on a little like disclaimer, like tomorrow and the date, due to earthquake, and plastering them because you guys don't know what date it is, but apparently it's tomorrow that this jubilee is happening, and they're letting everybody know. Anyway, and so yes, there are some people in the, what was it? Oh my gosh, I just read it. Stocks. They're in the stocks. And there's people kind of bustling about, but there is a gentleman in also regal attire who's on top of some boxes, and he's kind of shouting to the crowd, "We did have to make a change to the festival of the blazing sun. I know it was supposed to be the other day, but it will be tomorrow. Fear nothing. We will, all will be well." And he's trying to convince everybody as they're kind of, anyway, and there is one individual from the Baron's place that you notice, the bald individual with the arm that's a little bit different.
Oh,
And he's standing there kind of like he did at the Baron's place with his hands on his open sword, or his sword that he's...
do I see the guy with the monkey?
The what?
The guy with the monkey?
Oh. Make a perception.
Do we see them at this point?
Do we see it?
Oh,
Can they see Susan?
Oh, yeah. So you notice your party members like across the way, and you're like, you kind of like
talk to
make. And then you also notice you see some green cloaks, and you notice Jet is in the corner, with a few, not the people you've met before, but different individuals. So
Dirty 20 for me.
dirty 20. Okay.
Jet is
Awesome.
Irene.
No.
That was the guy that drove us here.
That was Ismark.
Yes,
Jet drove you guys. Drove the cart
Yeah.
initially.
Yeah, Ismark is that
So-
guy in front there.
Yeah.
You see, not the man, but the monkey.
Oh.
So the monkey is kind of on the top of one of the roof overhangs. You know where the shops are. They've got the overhangs. So the monkey's like perched there, and he's got fruit in his hands. Ripe fruit. Looks like a peach of some sort, maybe like an apple.
Oh, okay.
And he's sitting there just like, that's not how a monkey, whatever. But he's munching away, kind of watching what's happening up on the...
Is he watching like more intelligently than a monkey should, or is it normal?
You can make a insight check. Call that an insight check.
Okay.
Are there people crowded around the stocks?
14.
They're not like... There are some people, like some kids, that have taken like pebbles and they're like, like bopping them with pebbles.
Is anyone in this
If
house?
it's easily acceptable,
Yeah.
Susan would probably go up and be like, "Oh, are you stuck?" And be like trying to get him out.
Susan,
Yes.
Susan, don't! I
There
stop
are,
him.
like,
No.
guards around with plate mail and whatnot, with their helmets off, but it's still plate mail and their swords, So as you go up and mention, one comes to you and pushes you on the shoulder and says, "Halt! Don't touch them."
Oh, I think it's stuck.
Susan, let's go find Janica and Andrea. I'm gonna grab your hand and I'm gonna walk towards them.
Andrea, take a look around the square and see if she perceives anything to be weird.
Oh, yeah.
Besides Susan.
Oh dear.
I think they're stuck in there.
You're
They
a
are
tough
definitely
man.
Not yet.
Perception.
Yes, make a perception.
I can see it now. You'll have like red chest hair going soon.
21.
Okay.
Coming back on your
So
My hair will grow out finally.
you do notice, so as you like walked through the streets and whatnot, that some of the streets have been fairly clean. You guys came from a place where streets were not so clean. But here it's interesting. This area of town has definitely been well loved, and there's stuff everywhere. Like the banners, it's almost like nobody has really bothered to clean up because they've had one party. They're gonna have another party. There's like flowers and then some dead flowers and just like some brightly colored boxes, painted boxes, some that are like falling apart and you're like, okay, we don't quite know what is happening in the center of town, and people don't seem to be all that excited about this so-called event or party. They seem to have been gathered here almost out of obligation, not because they really wanted to,
It's like a school dance.
but sorry. Yeah, the people sitting on the sidelines going, okay, yay, Yeah.
Everyone tries to huddle by the drink table and not do anything else.
Yeah. But anything off, there are some characters who are kind of hugging the outside that are more kind of like watching what's happening, like Jet and some of his, people, but other like maybe more interesting individuals.
I'm going to share that with.
Okay. And I'm gonna tell Drea, do you think the earthquake could have had anything to do with that giant creature that plowed through the road?
Yes, I would think so.
Okay. Because it was recent. It sounds like the earthquake was recent and that upheaval was recent, so maybe they're related?
Yeah, I would think so.
I feel like that plowing through the ground would have caused an earthquake.
Well, weren't we just on the other side of that furrow the day yesterday?
Yes.
So if the earthquake was...
Well, the earthquake, he said a few days? We should ask. Maybe I'll ask somebody when the earthquake was.
Do we find them at this point?
Do
Do we find them at this point?
No, I already said you guys see each other from
Okay.
across the way.
So I got a 14 to see if the monkey was acting monkeyish or if it was seemed to be more perceptive than a monkey should be.
Now, well, you understand from monkeys.
And I'm not talking about Cyrus.
Hi, by the way.
I mean, his bald head and his beard,
Yeah.
you know,
Close cropped hair.
I don't have enough hair for that.
Not yet.
So, you notice that the monkey seems kind of like a monkey.
Okay.
You know, there's nothing like off or like super intelligent. Now, monkeys are, from what you understand, a little bit intelligent creatures.
Right.
But not more than a normal monkey.
I wonder if I would have seen him.
But yes, you guys did notice each other across the way and make eyes like, oh, you!
So I guess we
Over
should
there.
walk over.
Yeah, okay. Let's go over.
So,
Hi.
Hi,
How was your trip?
Good news.
Probably
Well.
need to find some police officers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
May or may not have caused a fatality.
well, you guys.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought they were gonna try and kill you.
Yeah, well, they did, kind of, but
Oh, then you killed them back.
well, not on purpose.
Oh.
Well, I was trying to be nice. Unlike some people, apparently.
We had
No
to
good
we
deed.
had to get the mission done.
Whoa, I mean, I was gonna go heal the sick kid.
And you killed her?
No, she was sick.
Oh, okay.
We ran.
Did you heal her?
No. Because they tried to kill us.
Oh.
You went to heal her, you didn't heal her, and you killed
Someone?
Yeah, so it turns out these unfortunates are a lot worse than we thought. I thought it was just like, oh, you know, an unfortunate thing, maybe no emotions. Nope. They're under the control of Strahd.
They have no soul.
Oh,
Yeah, they're under the control of Strahd.
Oh.
Well, he has no soul.
Yeah.
Why'd they try to kill you?
If I understand vampires right.
Yeah, because someone left, aka Irina.
They're a little squishy.
And I think Strahd was mad about it. And so, you know, these kids being under the control of Strahd decided to kill us for him.
Oh.
And then I think he showed up for a second.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's not good. Anyway, so
But on the
did you
plus
guys
side,
design the dress?
we got to jump out a window.
Did.
Oh. You're okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
And how are you, Zephyr?
I don't know.
That's a fair
Okay.
answer.
Oh, wow.
What did Ray know that he didn't have a soul?
oh, the kid?
Yeah, because they're souls. I mean, they were told they were souls,
Yeah,
right?
and you had seen the baby before.
And when we know that about Strahd,
Oh,
Isn't
if
that common-
Strahd never had a soul?
common knowledge about vampires. Right?
That they don't have souls? A little bit different than these kids, you imagine. Or Janica can probably tell you.
Was someone trying to
that.
look for a library? That you trying to find a library to read up on stuff? Maybe now
Well,
would
we
be a
need to
good...
find a library and someone to tell, hey, we just accidentally
I
killed
mean, those guys by the
I don't know if they care.
wooden
Here, you
stuff.
like,
Well, if they tried to kill you, it's self-defense.
my conscience is not clear right now.
I can understand.
Also, I wasn't trying to kill anybody. I was just trying to keep her from killing us.
Yeah, so self-defense.
It was an accident.
Well, they are children, so
Yeah.
they're more fragile.
Wow.
Turns out they're a lot squishier when they're little.
I mean, a 10-year-old kid is probably a little squishy.
Yeah, a little
Yep.
squishy. I mean, if you want to, those are the guards at the stocks. If you...
Guess let's go tell the guards.
Yeah, we can come with you.
Yeah, I don't think we should split up again if that's what's been
No.
happening.
Let's
Yeah.
not do
That
that.
didn't go well.
No, well, let's not do that again.
Oh, before I say anything, level 5. See, next time. Sorry, I know I'm gonna forget.
Okay.
Level 5, cool.
So after
All we
that,
have to do
encounter,
is
dress me,
murder
whatever.
children.
Level 5.
Level 5.
No, maybe not right now, but when we meet again.
Level for every child you murder.
We'll just make
Every
that a
sacred lake you
requirement.
desecrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While So I'm guessing we're starting to walk toward the stocks and the guards. Okay.
Yep.
So Jenica's gonna walk and
kinda
then
like-
look around and then kind of step away and try and ask someone about the earthquake.
Wink. So you're like walking up.
Like, yeah, I'll go with
Yeah,
you
we'll
guys.
come
No?
with you.
One of the guys
Yeah, I
like
follow
looks over
Janica.
at you.
You're
and
not
is
getting
like,
out of this.
No, I go to the back and I do it without to be not seen.
Oh,
Can I see if I notice this?
Wait. So you're trying to stealth over?
Yeah, I just like sidestep out. I've gone to the back. I'm like, yeah, we'll go talk to the
Okay.
guards, maybe get arrested. And then just-
So you're looking at the guard, yeah? And making your way over? Yes? I'm trying to understand, are you
She's in the back of the
stealthing
group.
over there? Or are you like,
No.
I'm walking and then I'm gonna stealth?
She's not.
Yeah.
She's stealthing from
Okay.
us.
Yeah, away from these guys.
Can I see if I notice this?
Oh, so roll a stealth check.
No.
Aaron, roll a perception check.
Would it be
Good.
my
Or,
Probably
you know
be
what,
passive.
actually don't roll. Yeah, what is your passive perception?
15.
15, okay. Because you wouldn't know about it, you wouldn't actively be able to perceive it.
18.
Okay,
Go, 18.
cool.
Oh, yeah, well then no.
Well,
Um,
I guess I don't
so-
notice this.
Sorry.
So as your party like starts walking over, now people have kind of been walking around you and like, kind of like looking at you guys. You don't have the big blue guy anymore, so I mean you look a little bit more normal.
Oh, you
But
like,
like,
we're
but the
friends.
construct, I mean, yeah, like that's kind of anyway. So they kind of like look at you guys, but not more like probably less than other places because this seems to be more of like a mosh posh of people, you know, of different
Melting
races
pot.
and well, pretty much everyone you've seen is human. So unless I said otherwise. So you guys are
Well, there's the monkey.
you know, so but
Okay.
anyway, but they are kind of like keeping their distance, just keeping an eye on you, you know, not really avoiding you. But anyway, so as your group like starts walking over to the stocks, like the guards like kind of take notice of you and like, okay. And then who wants to talk to the
Well,
guards?
Dre's.
And Jenica.
Are we at the guards now?
Yep.
Okay.
You approach.
I got something to tell you.
And the one closest to you guys is like looking at you, like ready to start a conversation, as one does when you approach an individual. So, but not saying anything, just looking at you guys.
So,
It's a gentleman in his like early 20s.
Maybe don't say
You know,
anything.
so
like black hair.
Actually, maybe better if you just
Our-
speak more.
my three companions here, went to go help a sick, unfortunate girl
We're unfortunate.
over in the unfortunate area of town. And the unfortunate kids attacked them, and in the
Active
unfolding in the unfolding of the events,
Trying to
in
get
trying to defend themselves, they killed one of the unfortunate kids.
Oh, well, who was it? You raise your hand, and then
He was trying to shield a companion with a door. The unfortunate kid tried to climb up it, and he put the door down.
And so he looks at you for a second, Drea, as you're like, and then he turns to Susan and say, well, good on you. And like bops you on the shoulder. You got rid of another one of those. And good riddance.
So we're not in trouble?
Do I need to go to jail?
And he seems very perplexed. He's like, in trouble? No, they caused more trouble than what you did. Nobody cares about that place, and nobody cares about them. They cause more trouble than what they're worth. We're always trying to hunt them down anyway. Not kill them, but just make sure
Contain
they're
them.
contained and not causing issues. So, good on you.
All right.
As he turns-
Well, we just thought we would report it. So
And to be fair, these two.
well, I don't know where other companion went, but there was another.
Can I
one
see if
of
I can
us.
try and find her?
yeah.
I was
yeah,
with
suddenly,
someone else at the dress shop.
yeah, you look around and Jenica's gone.
I was at the dress shop.
Okay.
See if I can try and find her.
Okay. So yeah, roll an investigation check. You're trying to like, where did Jenica go?
14.
Okay, where are you going?
I was just sidestepping. I'm gonna find a lady or a man with the nicer clothes and just say, when did this earthquake happen? We just got into town. What happened with the earthquake? And ask about that.
Yeah, you see a couple, which they seem to be in finer garb. They're both wearing purple. It's almost like they actually got together in the morning and decided to match. She's wearing like this linen purple outfit with like fur dyed purple on the arms, and he's got more like he's got purple slacks and like this purple and white like patchwork top with some frills. Anyway, and he's got his arm and they're arm in arm as they're walking, and you say, pardon me, and you ask like, what was this earthquake?
When did this happen?
When did this happen? And the lady turns to you and says, oh, you were not here for that?
No.
Oh, well, let me tell you. We were minding our own business, and suddenly the sky shook, and there was a loud boom. And they said, that all the talk of the town, they said, earthquake. Because from my understanding, earthquakes are, you might not feel them, but you can hear them approaching. And so lucky for us, nothing fell over. Everybody was all right. But yes, that is what I've heard. You hear them before you feel them, but it didn't reach us. So.
Oh, we felt it.
But the sky shook, you said.
Yes, and the air was almost electrified.
So
we thought we were done
Was
for.
this yesterday? No, the day before yesterday.
Well, yes. How did you know? That's the date that the Jubilee was supposed to happen.
That's how I guessed.
And they canceled.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was just curious.
And she turns to you and says, well, but young lady, you're not from here, it seems, or I've not met you before. What family do you hail from?
I hail from the, what was the priest's last name in Barovia?
The priest's last name?
Oh,
he doesn't have a last name. So you didn't hear his last name, but you can. Hold
Irene,
on.
what was Irena's last name?
Okay, wait. After I said that, I'm like, maybe I lied. Let me look.
Actually, that'd be better. What is Irena's last name?
Oh, Irena's. Yes, that would be better. That'd be better, much better.
I'm guessing Janica would have heard it at some point. Oh, I don't. Madeline, on the other hand, I don't know if I wrote it down. Let me see it.
No.
Oh, I don't. I had.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Wow.
to be determined.
Well, we could just say that I give her that family last name.
Yes.
Okay, let's just do that for
No.
now. And you can tell me later. So I'll say, I am from such said family, from Barovia. I'm sure.
Kolyana.
I say it's probably a Slavic sounding last name.
Yep. Okay, so the Kolyana.
The Kolyana's cousin to the Kolyanas in Barovia.
Oh, and she turns to you and says, well, I am so sorry for your loss. What tragedy.
Yeah.
The Baron, Barovia, just passed, did he not?
Yeah, I was there for the funeral.
Oh, you poor dear. And she kind of does the whole and takes your arm. You must still be grieving. I am again so sorry for your loss. But so it means you are seeking friends in Vallaki, yes?
Well, we're actually looking. I have some companions. We're looking for a library. Do you have any idea what it is?
Oh, yes. You can't miss it. And she points, and there's this tower that's 12 floors or whatnot. This oldish stone building that's reminds me of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, where it just it's a lot of windows.
Oh yeah.
And it's very ornate, at least on the top,
like
with statues and gargoyles. And
Romantic /
So-
Gothic structure.
Yes, and she says, yes, we have the best library in Barovia. So, but dear, tomorrow there is the festival.
Okay.
So make sure you come and find me, and I will introduce you to all the people you need to know.
What's your name?
My name is...
So I can find you. My name's Lola.
Okay, my name is Carlana Davanay.
Alright,
So remember it. And our house crest. And you see that on her husband, he's got what do you like your tie? You like a pin or whatever.
Oh yeah, like a tie clip, but for a ascot type thing?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's got a snake. That's their
This is
crown
Madeline
crest.
chiming in. If that's not telegraphing, I don't know what is.
That's suspicious. So,
But that Janica doesn't know that. That's me.
so if you
coming in.
can't
Okay.
find us, this is our house crest.
I'm gonna ask her and be like, so people I need to know for what?
Well, this is the most important town in all of Barovia. This is where things happen. I know if you were from, the town of Barovia, things happen there too, but they really happen here. So, if you want to get in and make a difference, or be a part of something big, this would be the place.
What kind of big things are going on at the moment that people are trying to be a part of? What sort of insert synonym for activism that Madeline can't think of right off the top that sounds somewhat noble?
Well, supporting the Baron, for one. He is determined to make Vallaki the best place to live, where people are happy, comfortable, rich, and, anyway, and so he holds a jubilee every week, with food and, games and all sorts of things. This last one was, the wolf heads ones. Oh, I didn't quite care for that. They smell. But this one is of the rising sun, so it must be good.
Are they expensive jubilees? Are there a lot put into them?
Well, I mean, most people are very giving, and if they want to really support, they give of their time and their money and talents, without really.
But as long as the people are
price.
happy, right?
Yeah, the people, of course, the people come first.
Yes.
That is what we're here for,
Yes.
obviously.
Okay. Do you have a calling card or anything like that I can take?
Do you not have a good memory?
My memory's fine. It's just where I come from. We generally have calling cards. But Carlana Davanay?
Yes,
Okay.
Carlana Davanay.
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 Yes.
I like it.
Yes. So just talk to anyone, mention my name, and they will direct you to me. I have many friends.
Okay.
Not this.
Well, I will look for you at the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Okay, wonderful. I will be happy to see you there. What is your name? Oh, wait, no, we already talked about names.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yep. What was your first name that you gave her? Your same first name? Or did you go?
I'll just go Jan.
Jan, Koliana. Okay, well, Jan, it was so nice to meet you. And yes, see you tomorrow. And they take off.
Okay.
But yes, the library is off in the distance.
Well, I don't go to the library. I go find these guys.
Okay.
What time is it at this point?
There you are.
Oh, we did a nice little chat, did we? Were you able
Oh,
to see me?
yeah. So what did you roll?
14.
14. Okay, what did you roll for stealth?
I had rolled an 18.
Ah, no. So
Unless you needed me to re-roll.
No. So as she's stealthing, you try and fight. No.
Cool.
You did not. And then suddenly she shows up beside you. Ah!
Hi,
Your family was
conversation with someone, did we? What is wrong with you?
Let's see, I'm on edge after people tried to kill me.
Shh. Here, I'll scratch him behind the ears. Like, it's okay. Yes, I did have a nice conversation. When we find a place to sit still for a minute, in less of a crowd, I'll share. So, you guys getting arrested?
No. In fact, we were congratulated.
Huh. It's one of those places. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I know where the library is.
Awesome. I've even forgotten why we wanted to go there in the first place.
I think you were wanting to do research on...
I want to find out how long this place has been around, and what if there's any information on Strahd.
Oh yeah, and wasn't it the curse? You were trying to look at like the curse or like the god who
Yes,
cursed
and
him?
also, is there a white tower?
Right. Okay. Anything relating to?
Anything related to our overall situation?
Okay. Sure.
Is the library white?
What time is it? Like nighttime?
so
is it daytime?
You got there in the morning. You went over to the it was early morning, and then it's probably like noon at this point.
So we played with the fabric.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
They
just a
got
couple
traffic,
hours.
they got
I mean,
attacked.
Probably early afternoon. You know, at
You
this
say
point.
play with the fabric reminds me when I was a
So-
little kid and we played dress up with
Yeah.
that fabric.
Yeah, so
Mom
yes,
still has that.
Janica directs you to this is the library, and there's a lot of like tall buildings. There's like a church steeple you see over in the distance, more where you came from originally. There's a couple other smaller steeples, but yes, this is a big booth. Yes, and then the Baron's house is fairly close. Anyway, so you make your way there, and you come.
Actually, while we're walking, I'll start telling them what I heard, just so we don't have to like stop and have a conversation. But I'll try and talk quietly. I'll try and be in the middle of the group and have them, I guess, not huddle since we're walking, but like stand
I'm
close,
behind her.
talk in a very low level tone, and start telling them. So you remember when the pool got destroyed in Kresk?
Yes.
That was the earthquake they were talking about. Apparently, that whole sky, thunder, lightning thing, very, very frightening. That was everywhere.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Yeah. So that's what they were talking about. So I was wrong, I think, about it being the creature that upheaved the ground.
Yeah.
So I don't link that with it. That's another mystery. Anyway, yeah. Also, I think there's something. There's definitely Game of Houses going on here. I think, or like stuff happening. I'll tell them about the Baron throwing a party every week.
I noticed that. Look around. Look at the square. Dead flowers with fresh flowers.
It's like too much partying. No one cares
There's
anymore.
but no one's enthused.
He's trying to make everyone happy, but
They haven't addressed the problem. They keep dancing around the subject.
yeah, they want everyone to be wealthy and rich, but they keep spending the money on parties. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you need a party to
Yeah, but-
keep people in line. But this seems
I think until
excessive
you-
even for my people.
Until you can get rid of Strahd, I don't think this place is
Yeah.
going to be very happy. This whole
But just-
land.
Be wary of those a little higher up. I think might be a good idea. I unfortunately have someone who might be keeping an eye out for me tomorrow. If I end up going to the festival, we'll see. I might go.
The
time with them.
signs say that it was
Mandatory.
mandatory.
Oh, was it mandatory?
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
Including children.
Yeah.
Well, if we are still here tomorrow,
We have a dress coming. We'll be here tomorrow.
that's something else I want to talk to you guys about. But okay, yeah. So I will take care of that. Maybe I can glean some information from them. We'll see. So the 2 weeks. I don't think we should stay here the whole 2 weeks. We still need to go find Lucian. That's actually kind of the reason we went to Kresk in the first place. He's probably either dead or turned by now.
Probably turned.
Dang it. Probably should still find him though.
Probably.
So we can at least tell his grandma we found him in charter list.
We'll bring it back.
Or, okay, well my hopes aren't exactly super high for that, but we can do our best.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're doing okay-ish. I guess as long as she keeps a lot of food around, she'll be fine, right?
So far.
He was turning into
Yeah.
a werewolf?
Well, the werewolves took off with him. Yeah, he got
The
taken.
shoes.
Yeah, the shoes, and then we have the silver pin brooch. Oh shoot.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pin from her hair.
Yeah, from her hair. Oh yeah. Hairpin. It's a flower to help him know we're from her. Anyway, yeah, I've got his description. We probably should go look for him before it's too terribly late while we're waiting for the dress.
Okay.
That would be my vote. Also, maybe look for Morning Kanan to heal Pharrellin. Maybe? Potentially? Anyway,
Probably.
those are just a couple things I was thinking if we could do in the interim of the 2
I'm
weeks.
good with that.
But let's go to the library first. Since we are here, and maybe here tomorrow, let's see what we can find.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I found out.
Yeah. Talking about anything else in the way?
I'm behind Jenica. I'm in the back of the group.
Okay.
Also,
Thinking about life.
we're gonna have to figure out a story about me marrying a 14-year-old. That's a little
What?
at least where I'm from, that's a bit distasteful.
You're noble.
Okay,
Is it
incest
noble?
is one thing, underage is different.
True.
Yeah.
It's pretty young.
So maybe we'll say it's for about
Which 14
4
year old?
years from now? 3 or 4 years from now?
Are
Was it
we
14 or
married?
15? 14. 14?
Which 14-year-old are you marrying?
The dead one.
Ilya.
Ilya. So, Dimitri.
The Burgermeister's
Yeah.
son.
Dimitri and Anna's dead son that we're trying to resurrect. And now that Cyrus has said, I am getting married to this fellow, maybe we should say we're postponing it for 4 years. So I'm not a total creepazoid, okay? Because that's nasty.
Arranged marriage?
Okay, well, I'm not going to use the dress for another 4 years.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
And?
All right.
Oh, that's right. I just told the dressmaker you were marrying the Burgermeister's son.
Yes. We'll say it's just a ways from now, like 4 years. Okay, fine. All right. Anyway, just to make that
Then why
clear.
do we need it in so fast?
Probably should tell Anna so she doesn't let that slip.
Oh yeah, we're it. Are we meeting her somewhere?
You
Yeah,
left
so
her
we-
back at the.
We need to go
she's
figure
with
out
the
what
Baroness.
she's doing too, so we know when we can leave.
How about this? Let's go to the library, and then when we're
Let's-
done at the library, we can go back to the Baroness, and she will probably either be housing her or know when she is staying.
Right.
Okay.
All right. That sounds like a plan.
So, library.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Okay. Okay. So as you guys approach the library, it's this big, like 12-story building that is fairly skinny. Now on the first couple floors, it's a little bit larger. You know, there's more of a hall, whatever. And there's a big gate around it, stone, and then iron. And it kind of. There's a stone pillar and then iron gate, stone pillar, iron gate. Anyway, just around it also has nice gardens, as a lot of things do here. Hedges that have been clipped and flowers and whatever. Anyway, but you notice that the gates are open, but you see a familiar figure kind of standing with his back to one of the pillars and his arms folded.
Yeah.
You see Jet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like Jet's stance right there.
And he kind of is just lounging. And he says to the group, "Well, I thought I wouldn't see you again in a while, but this is a pleasant surprise." As this tall,
This is a
lanky
pleasant surprise.
figure is,
This is a pleasant surprise.
Yes. I hear you may have been doing things since we parted. Yes. And he takes a second and then says, "Shall we talk inside? Maybe?" As he pushes off the
How
stone
much does
pillar.
Jet know? I can't remember.
What?
How much does Jet know?
You saw him day.
Are you following us? I'm pretty sure you were over there before.
Oh, over that. Well, that's where I first saw you, was the town square. And I just assumed maybe assumed that you would be coming this way, as you tend to want. Are you looking for information?
We are. We're actually on our way to the library right now, if you want to come with us.
And he looks at you as you guys have crossed the where the gates are, and you're walking towards the library through the gardens. He's like, yes, me too. Because he just asked if he could speak with you guys inside.
Oh, he's right outside the library.
Yeah, he's there's the
Oh
gate,
my gosh. Okay.
So there's the gate. Anyway, and he was up against the pillar that where the gate would close
Okay.
for the library. So anyway, so he's like, "Let's talk inside," and turned to go towards the
Let's.
Yes. So, but this is an amazing place for information. So, I think you will definitely find what you're looking for here. So, as he opens the door has been well oiled and whatnot. The handle is a shiny silver color. Anyway, it's iron. They polish it and whatnot. Big, like, wooden doors as he opens it. It opens up to a normal looking library that's just like books everywhere. So, and you can see that the first couple floors are actually kind of like one floor now that you go inside. And the center of this building is seemingly hollow as it goes up. And there's just rows and rows and rows and rows of books, on the floors up with all windows. There's sitting areas. There's, on this first floor, there's like a bunch of desks, especially in the center, with the main desk in the front. There's other like sitting areas for people to read, and it smells like old parchment and ink and dust. And anyway, yes. So he takes you into the library, and there's like a desk clerk, an older lady with some spectacles, as she's like reading a book, and she looks over at you guys, sees Jet, and then goes back to reading. Anyway, there's like people here and there. There's not a ton of people, but there are individuals in the library. But he kind of takes you over into a side room with a desk and whatnot, and closes the door behind you guys, and turns to you. Where's my music? Falls in the library. I had libraries. Okay. Anyway, I was thinking more cathedral. Anyway, there's not really good library music. Anyway, so this sounds really foreboding. Maybe let's do the clock instead. Anyway, no, maybe we'll just do the creepy cathedral music. Anyway, so yeah, he shuts the door, and then kind of becomes a little bit more serious, and just comes right out and says, "Are you trying to get rid of Strahd?" I'll get back to you since you were in the bathroom. Jet was like, "Hey, let's talk inside." I walked up, and you guys went into this library with, anyway. And then he took you in a side room, and closed the door, and then suddenly kind of got a little serious. And was like,
And I'm just like, why do you ask that?
"Well, we may have similar interests. But I want to know if you guys are trustworthy."
Well, first question from me, what made you think we might even be considering that? We just got here.
What made you think that?
There might have been an event in Kresk just a few days ago.
Which event would you be referring to?
Well,
He's definitely trying to kill us.
someone's prized possession is now missing. Or not missing, but may not be in the cards to play anymore.
Oh. Possession might not be the word I choose, but sure.
Yeah, that fountain is broke. It's broke.
Broke is probably an understatement.
Yeah.
But yes.
I thought it was a lake.
Pond, lake,
It's a large body of
Well, Jet, that is pretty forward of you, but possibly we may have some learning.
Does Drea think he's telling the truth?
Can I inside check?
Sure, whoever wants to inside check, maybe an inside check.
Not one.
Oh.
14.
Okay. So, as you, so Cyrus, as you're like kind of in the back of the room, as you like lean forward, you like bump the desk and some of the books get but as Jenica and Dre, you kind of like see his facial expressions, like he seems to be like a more not jovial, but just like, happy-go-lucky person, but he's like suddenly gotten serious and you're like, oh, okay. And he does seem to be, he's not trying to manipulate you guys in any way.
Okay.
He does seem earnest and truthful, but there's probably, things he still has yet to tell you.
Right.
How'd you hear about the event in Kresk?
Well, I mean, you have already met some people in this town, but depending on who you know, there are ears and eyes everywhere.
Because it wasn't that long ago. Anyone from Crest would have had to travel fast.
Well, since they saw it in the sky.
Or at least the lightning, yeah. And the rumbling. Okay.
So, just out of curiosity, if we have similar interest, what is your motivation for wanting a change of leadership, shall we say?
Well, we'll just say that me and my family and, you know, my parents and their parents have been greatly, we'll just say, inconvenienced and harmed, and many foul words, injustices have been made, and we would like to be free and not be under this oppressive leadership as we have. Since it was not ours to choose, yes, the gods may have created this situation, but we believe that if he is killed, then things will go back to normal and we can finally be free.
What was your family name again?
Well, my name is Jet.
Jet, and what was your last name?
You know, I don't really have a last name.
Are you a human?
Do I look human?
I'm not really good at that.
Well, to be fair, appearances can be deceiving.
This is very true. But I'll tell you, I am what I seem.
Okay. Okay.
Ah, repeat.
Alright.
It worked.
Well, let's just say that all of us were brought here against our will.
I have to go home.
I was abducted from Faerun and brought here. And my companions were brought from other places. And we've been told that we're unable to leave or go home. And I suspect that it was the current leadership that brought us here. For what reason, we don't know. So we wouldn't be opposed to a change in management.
So are you like part bird or something?
Why do you ask?
Huh?
I don't know. You just seem bird-like to me.
I know I'm skinny, and he looks down at himself. It's like, well,
But
but I am human, if that is what you're asking.
Okay, you just said that you are what you seem. You just seem a little like a bird to me. So
You have interesting instincts. We'll say that. And you are part. What? May I ask? It
there's
looks at
some
the bones and whatnot, and you're like,
I think the inside's kind of like plant-based or something. There's some metal bits on there. I don't know what the inside of me is made of. I've never seen it before.
Well, you all are very different.
Does he like smell anything on him?
Ooh, make a
Perception?
yes.
With your human sense or your wolf sense?
You know what? If it's with like, I would actually do more nature.
Nature?
No, perception.
Perception? Okay.
Because I'm thinking.
Does it smell like a bird?
Yeah.
um,
So 24.
24. Do you smell? What are you looking for? Does anything different?
Anything different? Like, now that you mentioned the bird, I'm curious.
Well, you do smell more of like a musty smell on him, and he doesn't smell 100% like how everybody else smells. And there's like this. How do I describe it? Here, let's describe scents without describing scents.
What does salt taste like?
Yeah, what does it smell like? There's like this umami like smell, like this, not savory, but like, I don't know, just a smell that is a little bit different, that holds like a high note in your nose. That is going to be a little bit different.
Okay.
Smells like an Indian person, maybe.
Yeah. But as
It's
you
all,
do,
it's all the turmeric and cumin and
Yeah.
curry.
yeah, but you do have a little shiver. So,
Um,
anyway.
You said the current lord of the land has many eyes and ears. Is that just in this town, or is that over the entire land?
Everywhere where he is Lord.
Okay, so the entire land.
Okay.
Yeah, the most. But there are many people in many houses that also have eyes and ears with varying intentions. Some want to keep him in power because it gives them more power. Others, like myself, do not want him to
You're
be.
not the current burgomaster of this city?
Well,
Is he in favor of the current management, or?
Sure doesn't seem minded.
Well, with the current management, he is leader and baron of this town. But if current management were to not be there anymore, who knows what would happen. So if things remain the same, he will remain the Lord.
Does he work for the current lord? Is he an active agent, or is he just benefiting,
I would say a passive,
turning a blind eye?
complacent individual.
You sure know a lot about politics in Vallaki.
Well, I've lived here my whole life. But
Right.
you have asked a lot of questions, and I've given you a lot of answers.
I do have another question.
Yes.
What experience with werewolves do you have?
Oh, we do not like them.
Okay.
No, they steal and they take, and they murder, and it is never a good encounter.
Have you ever heard of werewolves being cured before?
Cured? Here? And he thinks for a second. Not that I know of.
We all have these marks. Do you know what these are?
Yes, those are his marks.
What does that mean?
So you cannot leave.
Okay.
You have his mark on you. And he has a certain level of influence, mainly in your dreams, or, mentally. He's very persuasive. This also makes things easier.
I do have another question. Do you know of any other were creatures that might be in this land? Some of our travels might take us into the forest, and I'd like to be prepared.
There are many magical animals, creatures here. Werewolves may not be the only ones, but they're the most prevalent. But have I run across some? I personally have not. But I wouldn't put it past this land of Barovia.
Well, I mean, actually,
Do Anna and her husband work for Strahd? Are they active or passive?
Oh, Dimitri, the ones, the Kresk leaders.
You guys, again, ask a lot of questions.
Yes.
Well, you can ask us some as soon as we're done.
Yes, but I will answer this. They have purposefully set themselves apart. Many people have come from their town to oppose Strahd
That's what
and
I
his leadership.
kind of thought.
And they purposely stay farther away from his influence as they try and not be as under his control. But then are befitted by the werewolves in the area as they keep an eye on the town for him. So. But before you have any more questions,
This seems like a good place to start looking for information.
we need to know about you.
Okay.
And if you can be trusted.
Okay.
probably.
So,
Shoot.
we have tried to usurp him before, and always fall short. We fall short in magic and maybe knowledge as to what happened, in his past, as well as
So the knowledge is not here in this library.
there are many of his minions that have, if there was any information, destroy it.
The
We
tome might be your best bet.
He's made sure that any mention of him and his past life has been erased. We do have a history of the land prior, little bits and pieces, but him specifically, no.
So do you think looking here at all is worth our time?
Because to look
That's why we're here.
But what we really
for
need
you.
is tools, or magic, or things that he fears that there are rumors of.
Like this.
And looks at you.
No.
Maybe a little bit more than that.
More?
Not here.
Yes.
Outside.
There are books.
Yeah, books are flammable. Hold on. Jennifer's like, hold on.
But there are many rumors of items that have been specifically misplaced that can't really leave here or be destroyed. That would be helpful. We have not been able to find them as of yet, and or information, but most adventurers that come here stop by a certain camp on their way in, and
I'm guessing get a certain reading.
oh, how did you know?
A what?
Oh yeah.
A certain reading.
A reading.
Oh.
The card reading.
Yeah.
Or something like
She
that.
an agent?
So-
Strahd?
She was more of a neutral, fend for herself type of person.
Yes, Madame Eve does what is best for Madame Eve and her people. So if it includes bringing people to, be also cursed by this land,
Kidnapping people.
but if it means, going in the opposite direction, if it was worth her time, she probably would.
Yep.
So, but what did you get in your reading that may give us some insight into these objects or knowledge or things like that?
Is this the... Oh.
An ally?
No,
Is this the ally?
Well, yeah, that's one thing we need, but I think the first one was the...
Well, for the ally, she said he was a dead man.
Yeah, that we have to...
So it's the wizard? It's the missing wizard?
But we need to find him to heal Ferelyn anyway.
He's
But
presumed dead, right?
Yeah, he's a noble guarded by a widow.
well, Mordenkainen is different. Okay,
So-
Mordenkainen versus this guy.
So we were talking about Mordenkainen.
Uh-huh.
Mordenkainen is not this guy.
Right.
Mordenkainen is the
The wizard.
wizard we talked to.
No, that was Captain.
Captain.
He
Captain was the
said
friend of Mordenkainen.
he said
Captain?
Captain.
Captain.
Like Captain, but with a
Cap-
E.
Captain.
Captain.
Unless Mordenkainen is dead.
I don't think so, because Captain seemed pretty sure he was alive. But we have to get him to heal Ferelyn. Maybe he can help us. But he's out in the wilds. I'll point later on the map.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, okay, Jet, have you ever heard of a white tower in the mountains guarded by golden knights?
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
That sounds like I always say it wrong. Slows pass. What? Sorry. Okay.
We got the White Tower and
Solenka Pass.
Okay.
the
There-
shining pond, right? There was the shimmering water.
Yes, there was a pool blessed by the light of a white sun. There's the
Which we destroyed.
weapon of vengeance.
Yes.
I don't know if that destroyed the weapon though.
The weapon probably is under the gazebo, which we weren't allowed to go look at.
Yeah.
So we need to go back there and try and go find it.
What was
And-
the sign you in?
Because these weapons
That's just broken.
normally are indestructible.
Okay, so
Which is why
what was the name of the pass again? Sorry.
So
Solenka.
is TSOLENKA.
What was the bird one?
That's the town where we
yeah.
were.
No, so
That's the
this
pass.
this was a tower. It's far, but it is said that Knights of the Silver Dragon were there and holed up there for a while
Aren't they
before they
described
were
as gold?
disbanded.
Well,
So,
gold, but
the
of a silver
Golden
dragon.
Knights.
They might wear gold but work for a silver dragon. I don't know.
But you've got me there. Play on words. They did have gold armor though.
Okay.
Oh, well.
So, yeah, or isn't okay? DM, remind me, is that the same pass where the tome is? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, those are together.
So, all this information came to us in our readings.
In the
right?
cards, yeah.
Yeah, that is from the cards. Yes. Yeah.
Share it.
I mean, some of it. Well, I mean, I
He's
don't,
been-
I
he's
don't
shared-
think she said
he's-
ever keep it secret. It's just.
We can share it.
All right. So we're gonna share it. So
Okay.
what we told is we need to find an ally that's a dead man.
Guarded by a widow.
I have the full description on the video.
And
that I'm reading from. I just
Also,
don't know if I'm
there's
gonna write it
a
down.
weapon.
Yeah.
I have them if you want me to read them.
There's a weapon that might.
There's a
We'll just
weapon of
pretend we tell
vengeance.
Jet all of this.
Oh, okay.
Find a pool
Somewhere in the
blessed
middle
by
of
the light
it,
of a white
Susan
sun.
randomly starts playing his instrument and casts bardic inspiration on Jet. It says, inspired.
Oh, you asked? Inspired?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a little offended at his scoff of his magic.
Jet turns to you and goes, "You are a strange individual, but weirdly, yes."
There is also the card that you had, Susan.
Yep,
The rogue card.
the bird one.
Which
There
of
was-
all the cards you picked, anyway, yeah.
It was a nest of ravens. More questions, not a lot of answers.
Then you tell him that, and he pauses for a moment. And he says, "Well, there's a lot to do, it seems like, but I think I can help you. Come with me." And so you open the door, leave the room, whatever. And so he takes you down off to the side. There's another door with stairs. And so you guys go down to seemingly like the basement or whatnot. And it's like a more dense, like there's rocks, walls. It's a dense place, kind of like a library where
Is
you've
this
got like
open
locked
access to
things.
people, or did we just walk through the employees only entrance?
Oh no, this is open.
Okay.
And then he turns, so as you guys walk through, but he points and he says, "This is not." And he moves one of the bookends or whatever. And then the door, as you did, as the stone moves,
Okay.
and the dust kind of.
Is there light down here, or is it dark?
It's dark. Well, sorry. There is light down there. You can see. But he takes a torch and anyway. So you guys go down more steps and come to another area. Now this area doesn't really have as many books. It is stone. It's a smaller area with a lower ceiling. There is like a desk, and you do see a quite burly man, probably in his early 30s. Now he's sitting at the desk reading with smaller spectacles, which seems really weird because he seems like he could probably punch you through a wall. But he's sitting at this desk with this book and these little glasses, reading. And Jet just kind of motions to him. And he's like, "Afternoon, Havoc." And
Havoc?
Havoc.
Havoc.
And the man kind of grunts and goes back to reading. And
causes a lot of
there's
havoc.
a door. There's chests and stuff. There's locked cabinets. There's some books, but there's more locked things around. But you go through another door at the far end, and there is another room with etchings on the walls, and they seem to be sigils of some sort with a circle in the center. And there is a girl, a lady, sitting on the far end. There's a bench, and she is reading. And as you guys come in, she turns to you, and you see her eyes are a bit opaque, bit of a weirdly pinkish color. And he turns to her and says, "Lise, we have need of your assistance." And she stands up, puts the book down, and comes to you guys, or comes to Jet, kind of looking at you guys, and says, "Can they be trusted?" Oh, and she doesn't look. She's blind, if you can't tell. So she just kind of comes to the area and it seems, it's almost like she can see you, which is interesting. But like her, she doesn't really, whatever, it's the opaqueness. And he says, yes, I hope so.
I want to do another insight check. Can they be trusted still? I don't know. I'm like, we've cast it on Jet, but now I'm seeing other people, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Who
I don't
wants to
want
make
sigil.
anyone who wants to make an
I don't want sigils to be activated and then have myself burned to a crisp.
Insight, right?
Yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay.
15.
15.
Also a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. You guys rolled pretty good. So, as you have, seen these individuals, they do seem very guarded, and there are secrets in this place that you feel that they only really disclose things if they have to or they feel like they need to, or if you're in with the group. And so right now you don't feel like they have any evil intentions towards you, but if you were to do something to either offend them or against maybe what they want, they probably wouldn't have a hard time taking action. Seems like they've been prepped for that.
That's your language, I guess.
So, I mean,
I'm kidding.
it might be a good idea to be within their good graces, at least while here. But they also do seem like they have a lot of knowledge.
Okay.
And you're in a place that...
They're not going to murder us right now.
No. Okay. So, anyway, but, so yes, he says, I hope we can trust them. And she nods her head. She's like, okay. All right, let's do this. She says, but first thing. And she walks up to you, Susan. And you don't even see it coming. Whoa, poof! And she slaps you across the face.
Well, great.
Kind of hard. Poof! And points at you. And she doesn't really look at you, but she's looking past you. And she's like, that's for what you do later. And that's where we're going to end it for today.
Did he take damage?
Let me see. What's your AC?
It's 13. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, you didn't take any damage.
It's about to where we're gonna have some problems.
That's for what you do later, meaning
roll
in 5
initiative.
seconds. Oh boy.
Caused it.
That kind of made me nervous.
You're very taken aback. And she just slapped you across the face. Anyway, so
Hey.
anyway, that's what we're
Alrighty.